What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the walkthrough. So we're going to finish Aldia's Keep today. Before we go there, we're going to upgrade our bow because we should have enough petrified dragon bones to do so at this point. Reinforce. And we've got 5 of the required 5. So we tick our bow to the max as a result. And now we're going to go back to Aldia's Keep, the ritual site. And we have another one of those sconces that we can light to trigger a red phantom. So I'm going to throw on my big hammer again. And we actually need to light our torch here so we can use it to set the light over here. So after this one, we have one more. The first ones we fought had scythes. These ones have great swords. I find these ones to be slightly easier than the ones with the scythes for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about these guys, but they, these red phantoms kind of like wreck the durability of the hammer. I don't know what it is about red phantoms that make them do more damage, or do more durability damage rather. Basically waiting for him to roll and then I'm hitting him. Or wait for him to attack. That works too. Alright, now that he's gone, what we want to do is open this door. This is another acid pit similar to the one that we saw in Dranglade Castle. It has 2 of the big dogs in it. We are going to lure them over via bow and then bonk them with our hammer. Oop. It wasn't close enough. There we go. That's what I was trying to. Oops, I didn't mean to close the door. I meant to pick up the item. Now time for the other one. Lure him over. Hopefully we can get him in one bonk now. There we go. So since this is an acid pit, we're going to want to take off all of our clothes and all of our accessories. This does mean we're going to have to reattune our spells since that one ring did give us more attunement slots. But we don't want to risk the breakage of the rings. The 3 items you need to pick up here. First one against the wall, second one right here, 2 divine blessings. Here, soul geyser. And a petrified dragon bone. So now that we're out of the acid, we want to put our stuff back on. So Vingarl's armor. Put our rings back on. Let's see. We had this Southern Ritual Band +1. Also had the Bracing Knuckle Ring +2 and the Silver Serpent Ring +1. So since we unequipped the ring and re-equipped it, we're going to need to reattune our spells here. So I'm going to throw on Sacred Oath and Sunlight Blade. We need to light our torch here because we have one more sconce to light to trigger an invasion. I'm kind of waiting for the roll and then attacking. Waiting for him to attack me. There we go. All right, now that that's done, we're going to return to the main hall. And that giant dragon statue, or I should say skeleton, will now try to attack us. So you just want to run straight past it. You should be fine. But doing so will get you a key. So you see these doors only open one at a time. Basically pulling this little handle alternates which door is going to be open. So we want to run all the way down to the bottom and just run straight past the skeleton. And this will give us a key. Just keep going. He might bust this thing open, the skeleton. If it does, it just a basilisk comes out. Alright, we get Aldia's key. He did bust it open. Take care of the basilisk. So we got Aldia's key. Or is it? There we go. He used in the mansion of Aldia, King Vendrick condemned his own elder brother to the mansion. They both sought the truth, but through different means, and their fervor meant the eventual withering of their familial ties. So Aldia, we learn, is Vendrick's older brother. And in this place, he conducted a number of experiments with souls. You'll notice that we have giant basilisk here. And of course, we have all of these specimens in cages that presumably were experimented on. You know, the room by the bonfire had a bunch of books that, you know, the research, all that good stuff. So lots of stuff went down here. Lots of stuff went down. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're actually going to get this hippo to bust out of his cell by hitting him. Making him mad, which that's the thing, is when he starts hitting, it's like too soon to back away. So what we want to do is we want to lure him over here before killing him, because he can bust through this wall for us. So do our bidding. There we go. Now we're just going to kill him via normal means. Do one more. There we go. Thank you, sir, for your cooperation. And in this treasure chest, get the malformed shell. So now that we have the key, we can unlock this here door. This room's a little bit annoying. There are some enemies in here. There's gonna be an enemy all the way at the end of this hallway, shooting stuff at us while we're trying to work our way through this room. All right, here we got a soul of a proud knight, and you know we're getting sniped while we're at it. Fortunately, it doesn't do too much damage to us. These guys take 2 shots to get. This chest is a mimic. Don't open it yet. We're gonna take care of all of the mimics in just a minute here, once we get rid of the enemies in here. We have the Aldia's hammer. That's a random drop. I'm gonna take care of this caster here, who's been causing us trouble. See if I can line it up, get 2 for the price of 1. Oh, Old Knight Hammer's at risk. So I need to repair. Oh, can't go this way. Don't want it to break again. There we go. Take out this guy, and then we will go back to the caster. And this is a gargoyle, optional, but we can kill it, so we will. Breaks through his cage. Gonna do. Ooh, not gonna do double swipe. But this will get him. All right. So now that the room is cleared, I'm actually gonna check out the Aldia's hammer. That this weapon has a good description. We're not gonna be using it, Hammer used by the Aldean acolytes, not used as a weapon, but as an instrument to dissect bodies of the victims of their experimentation. So as I mentioned before, this is a place where, you know, experiments were conducted on creatures to learn things and experiment with souls. They say that Lord Aldea was the king's elder brother and helped found Dranglaic, but he later lost interest in the land's fortunes. So kind of cool little lore item there. All right, so back here we have an item that we're going to pick up, and then we got some mimics in here that we got to deal with. Large soul of a brave warrior. So this here is a mimic. And the way they can tell if it's a mimic or not, whether it's a wooden chest or a metal chest, is you see the buckles that are there. If it has buckles, it's a mimic. So a iron chest is going to have 2 buckles. A wooden chest is going to have 1, but if it has the buckles, it's a mimic. I'm just going to be spamming R2 here. Should get the kills without problem. If you're too slow, it'll grab you and kill you. Wilted Dusk Herb from that one. Again, just mashing R2 here. Make sure you do it with full stamina. Bonfire Ascetic. Another cracked red eye orb. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come back for this lever. Don't pull it quite yet because there's an enemy in here that we want to kill first. So pulling that lever, what it's going to do is it's going to open up all those cages in this hallway and everything is going to come out all at once. So we're going to use this guy to break through here. Then we're going to fight him by himself and then we're going to pull the lever. All right, do the sit down. Oh, no, he's not cooperating. Come on, buddy. Play ball here. There we go. Good boy. Oh, he got in front of us. Oh, he busted up. He busted open the basilisk. Not good. To be able to take him out. We gotta repair before we move on. Whoops, wrong thing. There we go. It was quite likely I need to use a repair powder. We've got plenty, so I'm going to throw them on. All right, so now it's party time. And what we can do is we can use this door as kind of a choke point for some of these enemies. You see there's a lot of them, including mimics. I don't believe the mimics can fit through this door. So let's pull the lever. And here we go. Let the fun begin. We got this mimic back here. I'm going to go on and take a shot. I might regret this. All right, come on over. Come through here so I can cheese you. Without any shame whatsoever. All right, this one drops a fragrant branch, guaranteed. Got another hippo. Oh, tried for the grab there. Come on, buddy. I got a basilisk. I'm gonna go back in here, sort of, since there's more enemies coming out. I'll try to get this one through the doorway, kill him one-on-one, and then go back to fighting the hippo. Unless he leashes? Does he leash? Looks like he leashes. Okay, get the hippo in here then. Nice try on the grab there. Nope, not going for the sit. Come on, buddy. There we go. Well, don't sit on me. All right, there we go. But this guy is tough. He is cheesable, I believe, through the door. But he also hits really hard. So be very careful with him. You see? Oh gosh, that's almost a one shot. So yeah. I should get him here. There we go. Yeah, this guy's scary. This guy's really scary. Drops 3 twinklings though. So I'm gonna use a great heal here so I can conserve my flasks. And there's still more. So this guy leashed all the way back here. And I'm gonna have to use a repair powder. So down here is nothing new. This just drops you into the acid pit that we've already explored. So do not drop down there if the hippo busted open that door for you. And we still got more stuff. There's another mimic over here. See the giant acid sprayer guy. So yeah, approaching from this direction from the back of the room after you pull the lever is definitely preferable to approaching from the front because basically you'll get everything to aggro on you at once and it's not fun. We got another mimic over here. You can kind of cheese the mimic. You lure it back over to one of these doorways. All right, buddy. I have no shame at all. And this one gives you a very good reward. It gives you a Black Witch's Staff. Oh, you're going away? You're trying to trick me, aren't you? Yep, there you go. We got one as a random drop in the previous episode. What this does is I'm going to throw it on now since this one's guaranteed. I didn't want to use an RNG drop one, but since this one's guaranteed, we have a second one now. So what this does is you can use sorceries, miracles, and hexes with it. So I don't need to worry about swapping out with a chime or with a staff. I can use all of my stuff except for pyromancies with this one thing. So very nice to have. And that should be it for what's in here. This painting never got knocked down. You have to get something to knock it down, but it's one of those acolytes that comes out. So that's it for in here. Very nice. The problem is a lot of these, not all of the enemies, but the mimics aren't going to respawn. That really scary thing they gave us, the twinkling doesn't respawn, but a lot of these other enemies respawn. So I'm going to try to do this next boss without resting at the bonfire. Open the doors. I'm gonna use the craftsman hammer for this boss. Well, before we get to the boss, we gotta fight this thing. And we're gonna buff before going into the boss room. There we go. See, I'll top up my health with a life gem. Then I'll throw on the craftsman hammer. We're going to buff it up. We're going in. We're going to use Sacred Oath and Sunlight Blade. Now, Sacred Oath we can use again. We have multiple casts. This boss not too tough. Gotta watch out for him blowing fire. When he's waking up, you can get hits. He also stomps. But we do a lot of damage. So when he flies up, he's gonna blow fire, so just kind of run to the sides. And then we can get some more hits on. Oh, nope. So fireballs can be bad. You can climb onto the sides of the cage and blow fire. So the main thing is like being patient for your openings when you can actually hit him when he lands. Hopefully he gives me a couple hits here. And then you may have to do this cycle a few times. You see, we're doing pretty good damage to him. And one more hit, one more hit, one more hit. There we go. And that is the Guardian Dragon. So not too much to really be worried about. It's kind of a pushover. All right, so where we want to go next is the other side of the arena. So when we get to this elevator, you look behind you. There's a dragon scale. There's also an invisible hollow over here. You can see the shadow. We're going to take this elevator up. So that is it for Aldia's Keep. We've now arrived at the next big area of the game. The Dragon Eyrie. We have a familiar face to greet us.
Bearer of the curse. Long have I awaited one such as you. One who might shatter the shackles of fate. One who can set me free. Bearer of the curse. It was my own manifestation that led you here. The ancient dragon has watched over the world for... Take this.
Alright, she gives us the aged feather. Very nice item. I'm actually going to equip it on my quick toolbar. Should be next to my homeward bones because it is basically an infinite use homeward bone. Return to the last bonfire rested at. Aged bird feather, return to the last bonfire rested at, can be used repeatedly. The child of the dragon sequestered away from the world imagined a world of boundless possibilities from the mere sight of a feather. There we go. We put it on and drop down. And here we have our next bonfire. Our other hammer back on. And we are going to level up. We can use the soul that we just got. I don't need it for anything. And along the way, I mean, if you wanted to check and see what these souls will get you from Strayed or Ornifacts, then by all means, be my guest. But I don't plan on getting anything from these souls, so that's why I'm consuming them for the souls. Guardian Dragon Soul, gonna use this. Gives us over 100,000.
Bearer
total.
Of the curse until...
I'm gonna take Vigor up. And I bet it's time for us to get some endurance. Some more endurance. And I am going to pop a soul item. What we need 3772. It's about 10,000 more. And that's just shy of what we need. There we go.
Bearer
I'll put this one into endurance as well. Get endurance up to 20. And then from here, I'm going to put some more into attunement to get it up to 30 so we get our extra casting slot. You can put fireball back on. And then from there, it's going to be mainly vigor and endurance just to get our HP and endurance up. All right. And that's going to do it for this time. So tune in next time. We're going to get through the next area pretty much entirely. I expect the next area is just going to be one full episode. The area after that will be one full episode. And we will carry on. So looking forward to it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate all of you guys. Take care. We'll see you next time.